Hey everyone, I just wanted to share with you an experience that I went through yesterday. Today is August 26th, 2015, which is Saturday. And what happened to me yesterday was I was in a little bit of a rut. I went to a friend's wedding yesterday, the bride, she's my friend, and in general, I don't have a problem with going with weddings, but this one kind of threw me a little bit by surprise because I went to the wedding by myself. My partner wasn't feeling too well to go to a wedding, so he's like, "No, you go if you want to." And I was kind of hesitating because I didn't want to go by myself. But at the same time, I knew that I was gonna have two friends that were gonna go, so I was thinking, okay, well, I'll just hang out with them while I'm at the wedding. So I decide to go, and when I go to the ceremony, my friends were not there. So I was thinking, okay, hopefully they'll be by in the reception. They for sure will be at the reception because they said they were going. Well, they didn't end up showing to the reception either. So I was in that reception by myself for 2 hours, and let me tell you, that time was dragging, and it was because I was sticking out like a sore thumb. People were noticing that I was there by myself. The only person that I knew from the wedding besides the bride was the bride's mother, because her and I are friends on Facebook, and I had really never had met her until yesterday. So that's the only person I knew. So, I get to the reception, and I noticed that there's not a lot of people there. So I set the present down, and I go and congratulate the mother, saying, "Hey, congratulations on your daughter's wedding," and also saying I was finally glad to meet her, and she was very nice. She was introducing me to her brother and her sister, and I was trying to keep it short. I didn't want to take too much of her time, so I was like, okay, well, it was very nice meeting you, and I just wanted to come and say hi. So I went back, and I decided to sit on one of the tables. Now, the way the seating is set up, they're all round tables with, I believe it was 6 or 7 chairs. So I sat at a table, and there was already a couple of people in their own tables, but not everybody had showed up yet. So I was thinking, okay, my friends will probably show up. Well, towards 30 minutes later, I was thinking, my friends are not showing up. These people they suck, because they said they were going to be there and they didn't show up. And the problem with that is I don't really know anybody, because outside of my two friends that were going to go and the mother and the bride, that's really basically all who I knew at the wedding. I don't know nobody else. And I was thinking to myself, well, maybe somebody will decide to sit with me in my table. So I was seeing some couples come in, parties of 2, parties of 4, and everybody was getting their own table, and everybody was sticking to their own group that they came in. So I didn't really have an option to like socialize. I didn't want to get up from my table and sit with a couple, because I was thinking maybe they wanted to sit by themselves, or the party of 4, I didn't want to sit with them, because I was thinking, well, if they didn't want to sit with me, I guess they didn't want me. It would be weird for me to go and sit with them and be like, hey, can I sit with y'all, because I'm by myself. So I just stuck it out. And when I went to go get my food, the bride's brother comes up to me and he goes, "Hey, man, you don't have to sit by yourself. Why don't you come and sit at our table?" And I said, "Oh, no, that's fine. I really appreciate it, but I'm fine." And he's like, "Are you sure?" He's like, "I don't want you to sit by yourself. If you end up changing your mind, you're more than welcome to." And I said, "Okay, thank you." Now, the reason why I didn't go to his table was because I didn't want to sit with family members of the bride and the groom, because me sitting with family, I know more family was going to come in, and they would probably going to be asking who I was and all these introductions, and I just didn't want to feel like I was the odd man out, but literally I was. So the bride and the groom are eating, and the bride sees me and she smiles and waves at me from her table, and I smile and wave at her back. And she stops eating and she gets up with her husband and comes up to me and gives me a hug, and she's asking me why am I sitting by myself, and that I needed to go sit with her mom. And I said, no, 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 I'm fine. In fact, your brother offered me to sit with him at his table, and I'm fine. Don't worry about it. And I said, this is your day. Worry about you enjoying your day. And she goes, oh, well, that's a great idea. Go sit with my brother. I'm like, no, I'm good. And she goes, well, she mentioned my other two friends. She's like, they're supposed to come, so that maybe they'll show up later. I said, oh, yeah, no worries. Don't worry. So as the night progresses, she noticed that I was by myself again. So she sends out her niece to come get me so I can go sit with her niece and nephew. And the niece comes up to me and she goes, hey, my aunt wanted me to come get you so you can come sit with us. And I said, oh, no, I'm fine. Don't worry. And she goes, are you sure? I said, yes. Tell your aunt I'm fine. And she goes, well, it's not only my aunt that feels bad, but I feel bad too. I said, no, don't worry. I'm okay. I'm enjoying myself. Don't worry about it. She's like, okay, thank you. So at that point, I was like, man, I really should get out of here because I'm being noticed that I'm by myself. And I don't have a problem with being by myself in general. I can go eat at a public place and sit at a table by myself and eat, and I have no problem. Or I can even go to the movies by myself. I know some people need to have somebody to go to the movies or to go out to eat. For me, if I'm hungry, I'm hungry. I need to go eat. For me, if I want to go see a movie, I'm there to see a movie. I'm not there to chit-chat with somebody. So I don't have problems with going out in public, but when it comes to socializing, I am just not great at it. And then when I just feel like people don't want to socialize with other people, like the people that were three couples that each had a table, again, it just felt awkward because there's 6 or 7 chairs in each table, and those couples left. The three couples, the three parties of two, they all left. They didn't stick it around. They didn't stick around. Once they got their food, they left. I at least stuck around till the cake. So I was there for 2 hours by myself. And keep in mind, I'm a person that does not have a cell phone, so I couldn't get onto the cell phone and pretend that I'm talking to somebody or getting on Facebook or anything like that. So it was a true test for me, and hopefully, I don't know if that'll ever happen to me again, but I think it won't. Who knows? I need to work with my social skills. I don't know if I'm the only one with this. Maybe y'all can help me out with some tips. But I just wanted to share this with y'all. And with that said, I hope y'all are enjoying y'all's weekend. It's a great day here in Houston, Texas. So until next time, y'all take care, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.